Hey, everybody. We are almost at the end of 2020. This year is almost tied up and moving on from it, and we're heading into a new era, is what it feels like. So, this podcast is about a clearing. So, stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
All right. So a couple of weeks ago, I cleared out my storage unit. I've had a storage unit for many years and it's like not necessary, So I went upstairs to my attic and we laid down some flooring, and I was able to bring things out of my storage unit and put them up into the attic and have an enormous yard sale from several different households, just like our family in different generations, different phases of life, like all of everybody's stuff. Huge, enormous yard sale. And it was fascinating. It was fascinating from a marketing standpoint, as far as even putting up the signage, and when do you put up the signage, and where do you put the signage, and how often at every stop sign, or, all of these decisions are what brought people to my yard sale. Kind of like attracting your target market. And, you got to have your brand identity. Did your yard sale say yard sale this way with an arrow, or did it have something funny? Was it humorous? All of these things. What colors did you use? All of that. That was my marketing mind going off while running this yard sale. But from a more spiritual point of view, what happened was I was clearing out my stuff. I was going through things and clearing out my stuff. And it was like a stripping of things that no longer served me, or I no longer needed, or I no longer had an attachment to in the way that I did when it was a prominent time of my life, or, something as simple as a handmade costume I made for one of my children when they were 3 months old. Like, what do you do with that? Does it stay in a box, or do you sell it to another kid and it already lived through its time? Because, what is its purpose? That type of thing. So I went through all of these things, and having this clearing out, what it did was it just made me stronger, because I had to make quick decisions about things in my life to move me to this next stage of my life. Like, someone would come up and say, how much is this item? And regardless of the relationship that I had with the item, or not necessarily the relationship, but how that item played in as a prop to a part of my life, versus someone needs this or wants this, how much am I going to sell it for? Here, take it for $3 type of thing, and kind of stepping away from the emotional connection to items and things is a good way to clear what no longer serves you, or just even carrying around things in your life. It's very symbolic to carrying around baggage as it is to carrying around actual things. And in your business, it's the same exact thing. It's a clearing out. And so no time is better than right now at the end of the year. We're going into a new year, a new phase, a new quarter. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. And in order to greet that new year with that abundance, you do have to let go of the things you don't want to bring into that new year with you. Congrats to our podcast on reaching the 250th episode on December 18th. And to do something special, we decided to have a little contest. Do you want to win a marketing strategy session with me? One lucky winner will be picked to get a full hour of one-on-one support with yours truly. That's right, we'll spend our time working through whatever you need to get you unstuck with your marketing so you can hit the ground running with your business. Learn how to enter the contest, get my $600 valuable call for free, and spread the marketing love over on our YouTube channel. Entries are valid before midnight Eastern Time on December 18th. Learn more at go.melissmarketing.com/YT for YouTube. Good luck. And so that could mean I want to show up more in my business, or I want to book more discovery calls, or I want to reach out to more people, or I want my content to really speak to my ideal target market, or I want to bring in a consistent income, or I want to make it really big and have 20 to 30K months. All of that is possible, but you have to strip off what isn't working and actually recognize what it is that you are doing, either as self-sabotage or not showing up fully, or not really having the motivation and also not taking the action. So it's having the motivation and also pairing it with inaction. Break away from that habit pair and go find a different buddy to hook onto. So if you have inaction paired with lack of motivation, then break that bond apart and connect your lack of motivation, switch it to motivation and connect it to something that is going to bring you joy, so that that habit pair is going to bring you to that next stage. So if that means changing your target market, then do that, change it, strip that away from your business and build something even more tight, like more honed in, just really, really solid, and figure out who that target market is. And maybe that's the change that you're going to make going into the next season and the next quarter of our business. And so now you compare that motivation with maybe the excitement of really knowing who your target market is. And so you get up every day motivated because now you know who they are, and now you're going to go out and get them and find them and start conversations with them and build relationships with them and help them and make an impact in the world of your target market. It's all possible for you. You just have to do a clearing. So clear out your business. What does that mean? Do you need to switch up people on your team? Do you need to go towards a different style, a different strategy, a different target market? Maybe it's planning out your content. You never used to plan out your content. That's what you're going to do. Whatever it is, show up, take responsibility for something that isn't working because it's not working well because you're not doing it well, or because you did it to a point and you learned from it and now you're going back to do it even better. Figure out what that is and then clear away, strip away what no longer serves you in your life, in your business. If it's belongings, if you want to clean your house, if you want to clear out your business, figure out what it is that is keeping you in that negative mindset, whether it's doubt or lack of motivation or insecurity or some blockage. Figure out what it is, recognize it, flip it over to something positive, and then go pair it with another habit or another feeling or another thought that's going to connect in a way that it's kind of like a different chemical bond. We've moved it away here where it didn't feel good. We've separated it and we've given you a new person to sit next to in your classroom. Remember when you had assigned seats, the teacher put you somewhere and then it felt uncomfortable and then they switched it up, or you got to pick your own seats that day and you felt like, it's the same classroom. We're all at the same desks, but that one little change made all the difference. I feel good now. I love coming to school. It's that type of feeling. All right. I hope this helps. I'm very excited. We are coming up to the 250th podcast episode at Marketing Tips with Meliss. Woot, woot, woot. Hopefully you have entered our big contest that we're having. In fact, tomorrow is the last day to do so. So go check out the rules at go.melissmarketing.com/YT. Get registered, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your business besties, get them registered into the contest. You have until tomorrow to enter. And then on our 250th podcast episode, we're having a special episode coming out on the weekend. We will announce the winner. So I hope this helps and I will see you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.